Good morning dear students. So today we are going to start our biology online classes with our first chapter, that is the leaf. Since your childhood you all have seen many different kinds of plants and on them many different kinds of leaves also. So here we will discuss and one of the important part of a plant, that is leaves. So let's start with what are the different parts of plant and how they are divided. For this, first of all, we should know that in a plant, the whole plant is divided into two parts, that is the shoot system and the root system. The part of plants which are above the ground level, they all are called as shoot system. They all included leaves, stem, flowers, and below the ground part is the root, and that is included in root system. So leaves are one of the part of shoot system. So here in this chapter we will study about the leaves. Now let's start with the structure of leaves. We all know that the leaves are arising out from the stem. They are the outgrowth of stem, and the point from which the leaf will arise out, that point is called as node. Nodes are present on stem, and from those nodes the leaf will arise out. Now the structure of leaf will vary from plant to plant, but in general all the leaves are having 5 main parts, and these main parts are lamina, midrib, veins and veinlets, leaf stalk and leaf base. Now to make you better understand, now I'll show you all these 5 main parts in one of the leaf. Here you can see that I have one leaf. So this broad green colored structure, that flat surface is called as leaf blade or lamina, and these are the margins of the lamina, and this tip of the lamina is called as leaf apex. This is generally green in color and it is full of chlorophyll pigment. Now there is a small stalk at the base of that leaf lamina, that stalk is called as petiole or leaf stalk. This portion or this petiole is the structure which will attach that lamina to the main stem. For example, this is a main stem, then you can see that through the main stem now that leaf lamina is attached to the main stem. Now in the central you can see a very thick vein is running. That thick vein running from the petiole to the tip, this is called as midrib. This portion is called as midrib. And from the midrib there are many lateral branches. These lateral branches are called as veins, and you can see that these lateral branches are further divided into veinlets. Okay, so this is midrib. From the midrib the lateral branches are called as, this is midrib. From the midrib these lateral branches are called as veins, and from the veins the further extension and further branch are called as veinlets. Okay, and that base through which the leaf is attached to the stem, that is called as leaf base. So these are the 5 major parts of leaf: lamina, midrib, in the center midrib, these are the veins, and further extension of veins are called as veinlets, and this is leaf stalk, we can also say petiole, and that last portion is called as leaf base. So these are the main 5. Now let's start the second topic, that is the types of leaves. Before starting the types of leaves, I want to explain you some more terminologies which are given in your book, that is axil and axillary bud. Now what is axil? The angle between the stalk of leaf and the stem is called its axil, and in that axil area sometimes they are having a bud, and that bud is called as axillary bud. So you will be better understand by this. Suppose this is a stem and this is a leaf, so this angle is called as axil, and you can see generally in this axil area they are having a bud like structure. You can see a small structure, and this is axillary bud. And sometimes some of the leaves are attached to the stem without this petiole, and these type of leaves are called as sessile. In this leaf you can see the petiole, but there are many in which this petiole is absent, and whenever the petiole is absent and if the lamina is directly attached to the stem portion, then that type of leaves are called as sessile leaves. Now the next is types of leaves. So the leaves are divided into two main types, that is simple or compound. In a simple leaf you can see they are having only a single leaf blade. You can see here it is only a single leaf blade, and generally at the base they are also having an axillary bud in the axil area. So this is a simple leaf. But with that you need to understand that in some plants these single leaf have a deep incisions in their margins. Okay, for example, this is an example of a simple leaf with a deep incision, but these deep incisions are not deep enough that they can cut the whole leaf blade. So such kind of leaves are also called as simple leaf but with incisions. And the second type is compound leaf. In compound leaf, the leaf blade is clearly divided into many distinct parts called as leaflets. These are called as leaflets. When the lamina or leaf blade is divided by the incision completely into small leaf-like structure, then these leaf-like structures are called as leaflets. And they do not have axillary bud in their axil area. This is the most important difference between the simple leaf and the compound. Now the next topic is venation. What is leaf venation? That is arrangement of veins and vinelets on the lamina of leaf. Yes, we already know that this portion is called as lamina and these are called as veins and vinelets. But the arrangement of these veins and vinelets are also different in different species of plant. Now here we will study what are the different types of leaf venation. Generally two different types of leaf venation can be seen in leaf, that is reticulate venation and parallel venation. What is reticulate venation? When the veins and vinelets are irregularly distributed over the lamina and forming a network-like structure, then such kind of venation is called as reticulate venation. You can see the reticulate venation in this leaf. Suppose now this is a leaf and you can see here you can see that these veins and vinelets are irregularly distributed and they are forming a network, and such network is called as reticulate. Now the example of reticulate venation is, you can see reticulate venation in this leaf and in peepal leaf, mango leaf, and the second type is parallel venation. In parallel venation the veins run parallel to each other, and such kind of venation is generally seen in the monocot plants. And in these you can see the veins and vinelets, they are running parallel to each other. They are not forming a network, they are parallel to each other. I think it is clearly visible. And the example of parallel venation are banana, you can see in grass leaf and in wheat leaves.